everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Allie and I do plan with me videos in my Erin Condren hourly life planner. Today we are going to actually be planning out the week of November 10th through the November 16th. But first I wanted to show the current week that we are in, that I am currently in as I'm filming this. I apologize for no plan with me weekly video last week. It was just a really busy week and I kind of just wanted to get my stickers on without talking and just kind of zone in, if you will. So this is what the week is looking like. Today I'm actually filming earlier than usual. Typically I do my plan with me's on Friday. Today is actually Wednesday the 5th, November 5th, when I am filming this. And I'm doing that because I am going to Columbus tomorrow on the 6th, and that means I will be doing my grocery shopping on the 7th. So I just kind of wanted to like rearrange my schedule a little bit so I had room to do everything. So I had time to do everything, I guess I should say. So yes, this was no specific kit. This was just a PlannerKate PK Earth colorway. So I just used a bunch of stickers that I had in the PlannerKate Earth colorway. Sorry if the lighting is bad. It's actually kind of, I don't know. I am filming earlier in the day, so the sun isn't in the same position as it usually is, but hopefully the lighting turns out okay in the video. Obviously I do have my ring light, but sometimes that's not enough. Okay, let's move on to the week that we are actually planning. I can take these little sticky guys off. The sticker kit that we are using is, of course, PlannerKate. If you're new here, I basically only use PlannerKate stickers in this planner. In my other planners and in my journal, I use other sticker companies. However, I love to use PlannerKate stickers in my Erin Condren. So that is what we are using today. And today's kit, or this week's kit, is kit 750. I always use the sampler sheet, and typically I use the date headers as well. However, I opted not to do that because the November kits usually, or it looks to me that the November kits this year match, like the colors match pretty well with the PK Earth colorway. So I have plenty of date headers in that colorway. So I'm just going to use what I have instead of buying a new sheet, just to help save money. I did pull aside other stickers from PlannerKate sheets. I've said in previous videos, but if you are curious about what stickers... My cat is yawning. I swear he knows exactly when I start filming because he does not meow and want to come in until I start talking. Hold, please. So yes, I did pull ahead stickers that I knew I would need. If you're curious, like if you want to know what sheet a sticker came from, just let me know down in the comments and I will gladly find that sticker sheet for you and let you know. But yes, all of these stickers are PlannerKate as well. Okay, we can get started with all of that being said. So let's get started on our washi, as I typically do. As you can probably may or may not tell, it's getting super duper chunky because I always plan... I always put sticker or the washi sheet up here. I tend to plan the same way every single week, and that's kind of like a good thing and a bad thing all at the same time. It's good because I know what I'm doing every single week, and there's not too much, like it doesn't take too long to lay my stickers out because I know exactly where everything is going. But it's also a bad thing because when you're putting the same stickers down in the same spot every single week, obviously that's going to bulk up your planner a lot faster. in certain areas, and that is the problem that I typically have. But I typically don't notice it until October-ish, so I just gotta suck it up and deal with it for the next couple of months. All right, so now that the washi is down, let's get our dates, or our days of the week in, and I did pull a sheet of date dots that I have as well. So I will get those in too. Okay, and I do use, there's the sheet number for the date dots if you are curious. I need my tweezers. Oh, are they in here? There they are. They always fall to the very, very bottom. Monday is the 10th. And it is my birthday week. My birthday is on the 12th. I'm not really doing anything special that day, or I'm not doing anything that day. But that's totally okay, because the following week after my birthday, I'm going to Disney with my daughter. So super excited about that. A couple of you, so I mentioned in my November plan with me that my birthday was this month, and a couple of you also have birthdays in the month of November, so happy birthday to you guys as well if you are celebrating a birthday in November. 13th. 14. If I don't use my tweezers on stickers of this size, I will absolutely put them on lopsided or crooked. Okay, that is down. I'm going to go ahead and put my weekend banner in. Do I want to put it up here or down here? Let's go for the middle, actually. No. We're gonna go for the very top. No, I don't like that either. All right, we're just gonna go for 7 a.m. I think I did that last time. We are already planning out the week, or the middle of November, you guys. How crazy is that? Okay. Let's move on to our sidebar. So since I didn't have a kit last week, my sidebar looked a little sad and puny. It's actually not that bad, but compared to, like, I didn't have a full box to use. I didn't track my, like, what book I was reading for the week, so it's looking a little bare compared to usual. I do kind of miss having that full box. And again, but that leads to my problem of putting the same sticker in the same spot every single week, bulks it up faster. But I still prefer the look of a full box right there. Okay, which sticker? Let's do this color. It's like a taupe. I love the colors in this kit. Super pretty, especially with the orange mixed in there. Okay, and then I did pull some checklists or some check boxes. All right, let's move down to the habits. I'm going to be tracking, same as the last couple of weeks, which is meditate and Disney Dreamlight Valley. I'm back into playing that game again. So let's see. And then of course I have black and white icons. And my habit header. And I like to use these little dotted squigglies to kind of break up the sections a little bit. Not necessary, but just something to use these, because I really don't use these that often. So it's nice that I can find a way to use them. Okay, moving on to reading. I am reading Caught Up. I'm technically listening to it, which is still reading, by the way. Despite what anybody says, it is still reading. Let's use these cute pumpkins. There's pumpkins on this full box, and I really like that. So yes, I am listening to Caught Up by Nevessa Allen. I really haven't gotten too far into it, mainly because I do a lot of my audiobooks in the car. But lately, since I have a Disney trip coming up, I have a tradition where right before a Disney trip, I like to listen to Disney music as much as I can, just to kind of like hype myself up. But so yeah, I haven't been listening to my audiobook too much lately because I've been busy listening to Disney music. I am a Disney adult if you are new here, and I am definitely proud of it. Okay, we are planning out week 46. So let's do this color. Let's use another squiggly, because why not? I thought about switching it up because I always put it on the right hand side, but I don't like the way it looks on the left. Okay, next I am going to be putting in our meal times and doing school pickup. So I am going to speed through that, and I will see you in a bit. Okay, so meal times are in, pickup is in. If you notice, that is not a mistake. I did put the pickup sticker on the 2 o'clock time slot because my kids actually have a dentist appointment at 3 o'clock, so I'm gonna need to pick them up from school earlier. So yes, that is not a mistake. That does seem like a mistake I would make though, so. Let's move on to actual Monday plans. Monday, not much happening other than the dentist appointment. Ooh, I do need to book our lightning lanes for my daughter and I. Like I said earlier, we are going to Disney the following week. If you're new here, I am an annual pass holder because I am a Disney adult and very happy about that. We truly live the best lives. So yes, anyway, since we are going to Disney the next week, we need to book our lightning lanes for the parks that we're going to be going to. So that opens up for us on the 10th. So I need to mark that in my planner as well. But first things first, let's get the boring stuff out of the way. Trash day is on Monday for us. And I'm going to have to do that pretty early too for the lightning lanes. I might move trash day down because I think I need to book lightning lanes. I need to double check on the time. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've had to book lightning lanes. I didn't, on my last trip, I did not buy any lightning lanes. However, I'm going to be doing that with my daughter. Okay, so let's put the dentist appointment in first and get that over with. Okay. And I could use the Once More with Love munchkins that I have for the dentist, but I think I'm just going to use up the stethoscope, even though a dentist doesn't use a stethoscope, but you know, it signifies doctor. Okay, lightning lanes. I definitely messed up the spacing of that, but oh well. All right, book lightning lanes. What else for Monday? Oh, I need to put in my kids' special classes. So I am going to do that. Okay, kids' special classes are in. As you can see, I did pull more dash labels from another sheet that I had. This is the PK Earth colorway. So I did pull some extras from that sheet. Okay, I think that's truly it for Monday. Tuesday, I have a payday through Etsy. I do get paid every week from Etsy. I am a small business owner. For those of you that have watched my channel before, I'm sure you're probably tired of hearing me say it, but I am a small business owner, and so I do get paid through Etsy and Shopify. My Etsy payday is every Tuesday. My Shopify, I can schedule it whenever, but I try to schedule it every other week. Basically the off weeks of my husband's pay. Okay. So Tuesday is my Etsy payday. By the way, speaking of my small business, I do hand make jewelry and I sell crystals. If that is something that you or somebody that you know is interested in, I do provide in every video on my YouTube channel, I do provide a discount code in my description for both my Shopify and my Etsy. So if you or anybody that you know is interested, I would greatly appreciate it if you spread the word. I totally get it if like crystals and like jewelry is not your thing. So if you don't want to purchase because of that, but what really matters to small business owners is also kind of word of mouth and spreading the word of their small business. Doing so, like when you're, especially when you're just starting out, like I started my business at the beginning of the year is when I officially opened. The hardest part, hands down, is actually getting my business name out there. And even with social media, you're working against an algorithm, and that freaking sucks because you kind of have to be lucky in order to hit the algorithm correctly. So yeah, that's my little rant. So if anybody that you know is interested, please spread the word, not just my small business, but any small business. It greatly, greatly helps. Okay, moving on to the actual plan. Tuesday, I will also be doing laundry. Tuesday is going to be laundry day. So let's put that in. Fun stuff. Love that. If you can't tell, I'm totally being sarcastic. All right, laundry day is in. Moving on to Wednesday, the 12th, that is my birthday. I did pull a birthday sticker from PlannerKate, of course, and I will be putting that, let's put it up here. And why not use the little balloon? Okay. Another thing I like to do on Wednesdays is meal plans. So ooh, I don't want to use the same color. Let's go and see what else we have, because I know I have other. Ooh, I know I have scallops. Let's use these. These are good. I don't have an orange. Let's just do gray. We're just gonna do gray. Meal plan, and I also need to clean out the photos in my phone. Yeah, that's just something that I like to keep track of every week. And you may or may not have noticed, but I did not put basketball practice in. That is because I'm not sure if my daughter actually has basketball at all this week. Well, I do know that she has a game. However, on the schedule, there is no practice scheduled for this week. I did ask the coach about that, and she was like, you know what? I'm not sure. Let me ask the organization people. So she said she would get back with me on that. She has not yet. So as of right now, there is no basketball practice scheduled, which I find odd considering they have a game on Saturday. So it's not on the schedule right now, so I'm not putting it in my planner right now. That's it for Wednesday. Moving on to Thursday. Really the only thing I need to accomplish that day personally is grocery shopping. So let's put that in. I try to get my grocery shopping done every Thursday. So that is now in. That's it for Thursday currently. Friday is another payday. Let me grab, let's just grab these sheets. That's a good color. All right, and then I also need to do a weigh-in on Friday as well. Yes, so Friday is my weigh-in day. Later on in the month, I do have a dietitian telehealth appointment scheduled. I'm very excited about that. But that's not for another week. What else? Friday. Oh, duh. Film my plan with me. Let's do this color. And here's my film sticker. And that is it for Friday. Saturday, my daughter has a basketball game at 8:30. So let's pull from this binder again. I did not pull any basketball icons, so I'll need to do that too. 8:30 game. Okay, typically I would do my editing for my plan with me on Sunday. However, since I feel like Sunday is going to be kind of a busy day, considering it is the day before my daughter and I leave for Disney. So I'm actually going to attempt to edit on Saturday because other than her basketball game, we really don't have anything planned for the rest of the day. So I really need to prioritize that, or I really need to take advantage of that. I don't know why I said prioritize. I need to take advantage of that and try to get some editing done Saturday. So I don't have to hurry up and scramble and do it on Sunday. So yeah, let's use a flag. I'll try to get it done earlier in the day. And here's my edit sticker. I also want to do some journal prep, meaning lay out the stickers and the dates in my journal so that I don't have to do it every single day. let's use this again. That's fun. I might have to get more of these in different colorways because I'm really enjoying these this week. Actually, let's put this on the other side. I don't know why, but I kind of want to see it on the other side. Okay, not that that made a big difference, but whatever. Another important thing is I need to pack, and I do have packing stickers, but I totally forgot to grab them. So I know that I think they're in this binder. I guess we're gonna find out. This is my very, very old PlannerKate sticker binder. So in case you didn't know, in case you're new here, I have been buying from PlannerKate for 10 years now. As you can probably tell by some of the sheets, like PlannerKate sticker sheets used to be this size. So yeah, it's been a while since I've been buying PlannerKate stickers for a while. What am I looking for? I'm looking for pack stickers. So yes, here we go. I've been a long time PlannerKate fan, if you can't tell. And I made this binder before she was even selling binders herself. So this is just, yeah, as you can see, a 3-ring binder filled with tons of PlannerKate stickers. And these are basically the stickers that I don't use as frequently. So that is why they are not in my current PlannerKate binders, because I don't use these as often, so I don't have to sort through it. Okay, packing. This is very important. I need to pack. I would like to start packing on Saturday, so let's get that in. Okay, and then another thing is I like to mark in my planner. I have been so terrible with movement and exercise. I never seem to prioritize it whenever I have busy, eventful weeks, like the last couple of weeks have been. But this week is going to be a slower week, knock on wood. So I'm going to try and put my workouts in, and not only put them in my planner, but actually do them. So Saturday is going to be a rest day. I'm going to put that down here. I will put my other workouts in after I do Sunday. So let's move on to Sunday. Sunday, I need to check in for our flight. What box do I want to use for that? Let's use this guy. I have the gray left. Let's do a gray. I have a whole other sheet, but let's try and finish this sheet up. Okay. I need to do that in the morning. And I do have an airplane black and white icon. So lately my pen has been skipping out on me, and that drives me crazy. Okay. What else on Sunday? I do have a hair appointment that night. There was was the only time I was able to find time to color my hair before I leave for Disney. So we are going to go the night before, and that is at 6:30. I hate writing on the edge of the planner when it's super tall. Okay, 6:30. Hair appointment, and I did pull a black and white icon, of course. I also need to do our budget. I don't think I'm going to use a box for that. I'm just going to put down budget with the calculator. That's good enough. And I do want to try and do yoga. Let's put this family time sticker in though, because it will be the last time for a few days that we will get to spend time together as a family of 4. So if you don't know, I am going to Disney with my daughter. My husband and my son are staying behind so that my daughter and I can have some mother-daughter bonding time. Another time in the future, when my son is a tiny bit older, and out of the phase that he is currently in, he's 4, by the way, I will take him alone to Disney. Right now he's just in the phase where he's 4, so when he gets excited, like take for instance Halloween, when he was super excited to go to houses, he would kind of dart off without us, and it was a little stressful. It was a little chaotic and all over the place, even though we talked to him multiple times about how you can't do that. Like, he knows not to dart in front of like a parking lot or a street, but for Halloween he was just very, very excited. So with that being said, I'm very glad that I'm not taking him to Disney currently, because I know that he's going to be so excited to be at Disney again that he is just going to run away from me as soon as he sees anything that excites him. So all that being said, it's just mother-daughter bonding time at Disney. I will take my son, just me and him, when he's a little bit older and out of the phase that he is currently in. Okay, I feel like that was a mouthful. Let's move on to our very last things, which is putting my workouts in. I do want to prioritize strictly just walking and yoga this week. I'm not going to worry about strength training just yet. So let's do our yoga. I am planning on doing yoga Sunday, Thursday, and Tuesday. So let's use these. My dog is barking. I do have black and white icons for the yoga mats, but I don't really feel like using them this week. I don't know why. So we're not going to use them. Okay, so I said Sunday. I'm going to put it up here. I try to do it right before bed. Yeah, let's do it right before bed again. So Sunday, Thursday, and Tuesday. I'm going to try and do it in the morning on Thursday. And then Tuesday. Again, I will try to do it in the morning. Okay, and then as far as walking, I'm just going to do that Monday through Friday. I need to pull one more of these. So I will do that here in just a moment. Let's do midday walks since it's a little chilly in the mornings now. Let's do it at the warmer part of the day. Yeah. I'm probably going to have to, maybe I'll do it right before school pickup. I need one more. I don't know if I have another one in black. These are definitely sheets. Oh, I do. These are definitely sheets that they are slightly different on the website because these are older. But these are definitely sheets that I'm going to have to buy during the PlannerKate Black Friday sale. I have already started filling up my cart for things that I know I'm going to need. So yeah, it's crazy that is just a couple of weeks away. So there we have it. I think that's all for the week. It looks a little busy, but we will get through it like every other week. There have been much busier weeks. I have had much more chaotic weeks than this one. So I imagine I will be running around, running some errands this half of the week to prepare for our vacation. But those are things that I typically put in the day of in my daily planner. So yeah, that is what this week is currently looking like. If you liked this plan with me, please give it a like. I would greatly appreciate it. If you have not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. It is free to do and it helps me out. So thank you so much to those of you that have already subscribed. I appreciate you guys. If you made it to the end of this video, let's leave. What do we want to leave? Let's leave like a walking or an exercise emoji. Like do like a shoe or a walking or a running emoji. That's fun. Okay, so thank you again for watching, and I will see you in my next Plan With Me. Bye, everyone.